Hey, it's MLO Sharice, your friendly neighborhood mortgage loan originator, and it's a new year. New year, new month, which means we have a new topic. This month, in the month of January, we are going to be discussing credit. It's one of the most prevalent topics when you talk about home financing, but there are a lot of things that people may not know, and a lot of things that people think they know that aren't the right thing. So I want to start out by discussing scores. Each week we'll talk about a different credit topic, but this week we'll start with scores. The question I get most often is, what credit score do I need to qualify for a house? And the answer is there is no one minimum credit score for you to get a house. There are programs for people who don't have a credit score at all, people who have low credit scores. So there is not one specific credit score that you have to be able to get financing for a home. But the most popular programs like FHA loans, they have a minimum credit requirement of 580. Conventional loans generally have a minimum credit score of 620. But then there's home financing like home equity loans or home equity lines of credit that might require 700 or 720. They're usually given by depository institutions and have super high credit requirements. But the score requirement varies based on the type of product that you're going to be borrowing. So the focus when it comes to credit shouldn't really be on the number. Like I said, there is no specific minimum. There are program minimums, but trying to fix a score is completely reliant on certain behaviors. The focus shouldn't be on the number, but on the behaviors. It should be on making on-time payments. Make on-time payments. That is the most important part of raising your credit score. Make your payments on time. And a good mix of accounts will raise your credit score. So installment accounts, revolving accounts, mortgage accounts. A different mix of credit will help your score. And then keeping the balances low on those revolving accounts in relation to the limit. So if you have a credit card with a $1,000 limit, you don't really want month to month for that balance to be over $300. You want to stay 30% or below. And then credit age. So most of us in my generation, the oldest credit accounts we have are our student loans. And while they can be a burden, we'll talk about them in a later video. While they can be a burden, one thing that they do, particularly when they're in deferment, like everyone's student loans are now, or in forbearance, they report as you pay as agreed, because right now the agreement is zero. So in a lot of instances, student loans help your credit score. Now, they might do some damage to your debt to income ratio, but the score itself, student loan payments are one of the biggest contributors to credit age and payment history. So focusing on the behaviors will get you the score you want. If you do these things, you make your payments on time, get a good mix of accounts, keep your balances low, and keep those older accounts showing that you can make payments on time over time, the score will come. So focus on the behaviors, not the scores. If you have additional questions, you want to know a little bit more, or if you just want to go ahead and get started on your journey to home financing, you can call me, text me, email me, DM me, and we can get started today.